Hey guys, welcome to Adopt and the part 3 of lecture 3. Here we will be discussing about parallel circuits and the related problems. I hope you guys are doing well. अभी धीरे धीरे everything is going to be normal very soon और exams बहुत ही जल्दी शेड्यूल होने वाले हैं फिर से. So just be prepared and utilize your lockdown period with a great effectiveness. So let's start our today's session. Before that, let me solve the homework question of lecture 3 part 1 that is related to series circuit. Okay, so let us solve that first. So the question was, in series RLC circuit, voltage across resistor, inductor and capacitor are 5 volt, 2 volt and 2 volt respectively. Total voltage is how much? A 9 volt, 4 volt, 2 volt or B 5 volt. Okay, it's a very simple question. So total voltage we can find it out by doing the sum. But we can't add it algebraically. We have to add it vectorially. So how can you do that? So we can do that VR square plus VL minus VC whole square root over. Okay. How much is the VR? That is 5 square. VL minus VC are same. So 2 minus 2 whole square root over. So this is 0. 5 square root over is 5 volt. So answer is 5. Okay. Let us go to the next question. So in this question, we can see a circuit diagram consisting of an AC source, IAC source, an ammeter, current 1 ampere inductor current, 3 ampere resistor current and 5 ampere capacitor current. So it is asking how much current will be read by ammeter A9, B5, C3, D1. So just use your basics here and we can solve it within 30 seconds or less. So let us do it now. So here you can see these are this is inductor L, R and C, and if in this node here at this node if I put what we put Kirchhoff's current law, then we can write it as, if total current is I, so I can be IL plus IR plus IC. Here again we can't add it algebraically. We have to add it vectorially. Same concept, similar kind of questions. Just use your basics, nothing else. Okay, so just add it vectorially. See, I'm doing here. IR is the real part, IR square, IL minus IC root over. Okay, because IL and IC are the imaginary part. If we will write it in a complex form, IR will be in the real part and IL and IC will be in the imaginary part, and IL minus IC is the resultant current for both of the currents. Okay, so IR is how much? IR is given 3 ampere, so 3 square. IL minus IC, IL is 1, IC is 5, 1 minus 5 is minus 4, minus 4 square is 16 root over. It is 9, 9 plus 16 is 25, root over is 5 ampere. So answer is B, 5 ampere. Okay, it was very easy. So let us go to the next question. Here in this question, you can see in the circuit diagram there is 120 volt voltage source, 5 ampere is the total current that is being distributed among L, R and C, and this branch current is 5 ampere, this branch current is 5 ampere, this branch current is 4 ampere. 4 ampere is the capacitor current. Okay, so it is asking how much will be the inductor current through the inductor. Option A is 0, B 3, C 4 and D is 8 ampere. So let us do it. Let's do it. Again, see what we can do here is take two nodes, this node and this node, okay, and find out the value. So for this node, total current is 5 ampere, 5 ampere current is entering, 4 ampere is leaving, IR is leaving. So by applying KCL we can write 5 ampere is equals to 4 ampere plus IR. Again here you can see it is going through the capacitor, so we cannot add it algebraically, we have to add it vectorially. So I can write it as IR square plus 4 square, or just write it like this, IR plus IC, and these are vectorially we have to add. So we have to do is IR square plus 4 square root over, that is 5. So by solving this equation you can get the value of IR here. Okay, so IR is how much? If root over will be shifted to the LHS, then we'll get 25, that is equals to IR square plus 16. So IR square is 25 minus 16 is 9, IR is 3 ampere. Now you got IR, you have 3 parallel branches, so just 5 ampere is the total current. Again do it like this, 5 ampere is the total current that will be distributed among L, R and C. So we can write it as 5 ampere equals to IL plus IR plus IC, but you cannot add it algebraically. Again we have to add it vectorially. IL is how much? IL we have to find out, so IL square, sorry, first write IR square, and the resultant of IL and IC, IL minus IC whole square root over, it will be 25 equals to IR is how much? 3 ampere, 3 square is 9 plus IL we don't know, we have to find out, and IC is 4 ampere, so IL minus 4 whole square. If you will solve this, you will get IL minus 4 whole square equals to 16, that is IL minus 4 equals to 4, and IL equals to 4 plus 4 is 8 ampere. So answer is 8 ampere. There is nothing in this question, just we have to do some vector sums and nothing else. Okay, this is the basic of simple series and parallel circuits. See, we are doing very limited questions because this is a technical subject. In non-technical subjects, like in banking or in some other exams, their concepts are very less, but variety of questions are more. But in this case, in this technical exams, you can see there is a vast syllabus. Concepts are much in number. That's why we are trying to do is we are trying to solve very limited questions under some topics. Okay, we are going to cover all topics doing some limited number of questions. After completing the syllabus, after completing the topics, we are going to solve, or we are going to solve miscellaneous questions. Okay, so there you can get more number of questions related to these topics. So just focus on concepts, do limited questions repeatedly so that you can clear your concepts with very less time. And after clearing your concepts, do as many questions as possible. Okay. So let us go to the next question. So in this question, there is a sinusoidal source, AC source 120 sin omega t. Total current is I. In this branch, there is a resistance 60 ohm and inductor having reactance of J60 ohm and a capacitor having reactance of minus J120 ohm. Here it is asking how much is I. Options are this: A 1 plus J1, B 1 plus J0, C 2 minus J1 and D 0 plus J0. Here again, see here 60 J60 minus J120 are given reactances. So you just have to keep it in mind. When the reactances are given, you can write it in polar form or in complex form. So here the options are in the complex form. You can solve this question in polar form first, then convert the answer into the complex form, or you can directly do in the complex form. So I prefer in the polar form, so I will be doing in the polar form. See here I is distributed among this branch and this branch, and the voltage is this 120, which is parallel to this RL branch and parallel to this capacitor branch. Okay, so we can find the currents very easily. That is, first in this branch the current will be, let us take I1 and this may be I2. So I1 will be voltage Vt divided by impedance. Okay, so how much is the voltage? 120 sin omega t, and I have told you already. Let us take it as a reference value, so we can write it as 120 angle 0 degree. Okay, we are taking it as a reference value, and also you can see that it is omega t minus 0. Only omega t is there. There is no phase difference. So omega t we can take it as a reference value, and reference value as 0 degree. Okay, so I1 is a Vt minus Vt divided by Z. So Vt is 120 angle 0 divided by Z is how much? Z is nothing but 60 plus J60. But it is in a complex form. We can convert it into polar form very easily. That is, the resultant will be 120 angle 0, 60 and 60. Resultant will be like this: 60 square plus 60 square root over, that is 7200 root over, and 7200 root over is 60 root 2. So this is 60 root 2. Angle will be tan inverse XL divided by R. 60 divided by 60, that is 1. Tan inverse 1 is 45 degrees, so it will be 45 degree, and it is in the first quadrant. See, here the sign is plus, here the sign is plus, plus, plus. It is in the first quadrant, so it will stay as it is, 45 degree. Okay, so 120 angle 0 divided by 60 root 2 angle 45, we will get 2 root 2. So root 2 0, and in case of division, angles gets subtracted. Okay, so root 2 angle 0 minus 45 degrees minus 45 degree. This is the current through this branch. Okay, we got the first current, that is I1 equals to root 2 this. So I will write it separately so that I can solve for this current again. So just root 2 angle minus 45 degree. So I1 is root 2 angle minus 45 degree. Now we will find out I2. So I2 is how much? I2 will be Vt divided by minus J120, that is Vt is 120 angle 0, and minus J to 120, if we will convert it into polar form, we will get 120 angle minus 90 degree. Okay. So this is 120, 0 minus 90 is plus 90 degree. So I2 is 1 angle 90 degree, I1 is root 2 angle minus 45 degree. Add these two, you will get the total current I equals to I1 plus I2. I1 is root 2 angle minus 45 degree plus 1 angle 90 degree. Okay. Again, you cannot add it directly. You have to add it in a complex form. If I'll convert it into complex form, it will be root 2 cos minus 45 degree. Cos 45 degree is 1 by root 2. Cos minus 45 is also 1 by root 2. Plus j root 2 into sine minus 45 degree, that is minus 1 by root 2. So I write it as minus 1 by root 2 plus 1 into cos 90 is 0 plus j into sine 90 is 1. Okay. So you will get root 2 minus j plus j1, it will be j0. So 1 minus 1 plus j0. So the answer will be option B, 1 plus j0. Okay, you got it? If you are having any doubts, just put it in the comment box or post it in the Facebook or Telegram. Okay, we are there. We are always there to help you with the doubts, and all the details are given in the description section. So just follow that. Let us go to the next question. In this question, in RLC parallel circuit, current through inductor is more than the current through capacitor. Then power factor is what is the power factor? Lagging, leading, unity or zero? It's very easy, very simple. Just look. Your current through inductor is more, so the effect of inductance in the circuit is more. Okay, effect of inductance in the circuit is more. So if inductance is more, then it is a inductive circuit. It is more inductive circuit, less capacitive circuit. So the current will be lagging. In a pure inductor, current lags voltage by 90 degree. Okay, so effective inductance. If I'll just change some of the parts of this question, like if in RLC parallel circuit, current through inductor is equal to the current through capacitor. Okay, current through inductor equals to the current of capacitor, then what will happen? If current are equal, that means who provides reactive value? Who provides reactive power? Reactive power is supplied by the capacitor and it is consumed by the inductor. So here, if the current are equal, that means the required amount of reactive power is being by the inductor is being supplied by the capacitor. Okay, यहाँ इंडक्टेंस को जितना भी रिएक्टिव पावर चाहिए वो सब कैपेसिटर सप्लाई कर रहा है. दैट्स व्हाई एक बैलेंसिंग सिचुएशन में है, इट इज अ बैलेंस्ड सिचुएशन, और ऐसा बैलेंस सिचुएशन में यू विल गेट अ रिजल्टेंट करंट वैल्यू ऑफ 0 बिकॉज ये जितना दे रहा है IL is taking it all, so the resultant current will be 0. If the resultant current will be 0 for inductor and capacitor, then there is only left resistor. Okay, so if it is only a resistor, then the power factor will be unity. In this case, power factor will be unity. Okay, let's go to the next question. So in this question, there is a resistance and a inductance having a resistance value of R and reactance value of J1 ohm. There is a source V angle 0, and current is given root 2 sin omega t minus 30. So here, see the phase difference, and it is asking about R. Okay, so we know we can find out the phase difference between voltage and current here. See, it is V angle 0, it is omega t minus 30. So the phase difference is very simple, it is 30 degree. And how we find out phase difference? Using impedance. See, in this impedance, Z equals to R plus J omega L. Okay, so, or I can write it as JXL. Omega L is reactance. So phase angle is tan inverse of XL divided by R. So here tan inverse phi is phase difference is given 30 degree. XL is given 1 by R. So tan inverse 1 by R. So just by solving this, you can find out R here. So R will be 1 by R equals to tan 30. Tan 30 is how much? 1 by root 3. So 1 by R equals to 1 by root 3, and R equals to root 3 ohm. Okay. Option I forgot, but the answer will be root 3 ohm. Okay. So here the phase, we just have to observe the question, and we got it. We got the value of phase here from this observation, from our observation, that current is given here root 2 sin omega t minus 30. By observing this expression, you can just get the phase value, phase difference value, that is 30 degree. You just apply the formula and get the answer. Okay. In this question, what supply frequency is given omega equals to 2 radian. V2 is given 2 angle 0, that is V2 is the voltage across resistor. We have to find out lead angle of VL with V2, VL with V2. A is 15 degree, B 45, C 90 degree, and D 135 degree. Okay, so just to find out the lead angle between VL and V2, we need to find out VL value. Okay, because V2 is given, if we can find out the value of VL, then we can get this answer. So let's do it. How will you do it? Okay, let me find out first IR here. So how much will be IR? IR is V2 divided by resistance. It is V2 divided by R. And how much is V2 given? 2 angle 0. And R is given 1 ohm. So 2 angle 0, that is 2 phase 0 ampere. Okay. Now find out IC. IC is nothing but V2 divided by reactance. So V2 divided by XC. So V2 is 2 angle 0 and XC is 1 by J omega C, that is J omega C into 2 angle 0. How much is J omega C? J omega is given 2 radian, 2 into C is given 0.5 into 2 angle 0. It is J1 into 2 angle 0. It is in the complex form, it is in the polar form. Just convert it into the polar form. So J1 will be 1 angle 90 degree to 2 angle 0, that is 2 angle 90 degree. By when we are multiplying, just add these phase values 90 degree and 0, that will be 90 degree, and 1 into 2 is 2. Okay, we got the IR, we got the IC. Now find out IL. Okay, IL will be how much? IL is IR plus IC. IR is how much? 2 angle 0, and IC is how much? 2 angle 90 degree. Again, in the same way, if we will convert it into complex form, then add it. By adding, we can get it. See, you can do it directly also. Like, your magnitudes are same, angle is 0, your angle is, phase angle is 90 degree. So the resultant will be in the middle of these two angles, 0 and 90 degree, that is 45 degree. Okay? And the resultant 2 and 2. The resultant will be 2 square plus 2 square root over 4 plus 4 root over of 8. Root over 8 is 2 root 2. Okay, so we got it. IL equals to this much. So, but we don't know the L value. We don't require it also, because we just have to find out angle, lead angle, nothing else. Okay, so how much will be the VL? So VL will be IL into XL. Okay, IL is how much? 2 root 2 45 degree into XL is how much? J omega L. 2 root 2 45 degree into, if we will convert it into polar form, it will be omega L angle 90 degree. So the phase will be, if it is multiplication, the phase angles will be added, that is 45 plus 90 is 135 degree. We don't need this, we don't need the magnitude value. Okay, we just have to find out the phase lead angle of the VL with V2. So lead angle is 135 degree. The option D is correct. Okay. So this was our last question of this video. So if I'll summarize the lecture 1, lecture 2 and lecture 3, you can see one thing, there is one common thing, that is, if the questions are related to this AC fundamentals, you just have to convert it into polar form. Just have to convert this resistance value, inductive reactance value and the capacitive reactance value in the polar form or in the complex form. Then do the sum. Okay, then do the numericals. It will be easier. So just practice how to convert these reactance values into polar form, or these impedance values in the polar form or in the complex form. Okay, then try to solve the questions. It will be easier for you, and you can do any questions that is similar to these given questions here. Okay, so next I will give the homework question. Just note it down. This is your homework question, just note it down. Here resistance is there, resistance, inductance and capacitor are in series, RLC series. R is unknown, L is given, C is given and the source is given. So we just have to find out R. One more thing is given, current leads the applied voltage by tan inverse 2. Using this hint, you can find out resistance value. Okay, just do it and post it in the comment box, or you can send us a mail or post it in the Facebook or Instagram page. Okay, so the descriptions are given in, the details are given in the description section. And please don't forget to subscribe our channel, and If you like this video, please click on the like button and share it with among your friends. Thank you. See you in the next class.